Now, the first time I ever heard Patsy Cline sing, I was in the kitchen doing the breakfast dishes as usual when all of a sudden I heard this voice on the TV that absolutely stopped me in my tracks. Sometimes a beloved friendship is what one truly needs to get through the hardships of life. The play, Always Patsy Cline, is more than a tribute to the legendary singer. It is also based on the true story of Patsy's friendship with a fan from Houston named Louise Seeger, who exchanged letters with her until her death. As Johnny Cash introduces her at the Grand Ole Opry, "Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Patsy Cline." In Always Patsy Cline by Ted Swinley. I looked at the TV and there was this chunky little country gal leading into a wonderful song called Walking After Midnight, and I tell you, I've never heard a voice that impressed me so. I'll go out walking after midnight, searching for you. I never forgot that voice, and I never forgot the feeling it gave me. By 1961, I was divorced. Yahoo! Hallelujah! Bet some of y'all know that feeling. And I had taken a job as an electronics technician. Well, we can't all be hairdressers now, can we? One day I was doing my work when all of a sudden I heard that same voice again on the radio. I fall to pieces each time I see you again. Patsy's music made me feel so alive every time I heard it. Why, I nearly worried that poor man at the radio station after that. I'd have called back 4 or 5 times a day, and every day he'd say, "Louise, I just played your song. Well, flip over and play the other side, and in an hour, play my song again." He just thought I was so wacky because I was so wrapped up in Patsy. But one day I called him for my request day as usual when he said, "Oh, incidentally, Patsy's coming to town." So I marched right on over to my boyfriend and said, "Patsy Cline's coming to town and we're going." "Who the hell is Patsy Cline?" "Don't you worry about a thing, sugar. You gonna find out. We gonna wear our western clothes and get there at 6:30. "Well, crying in a bucket, Louise. The band don't even start until 8. "I don't care, we gonna get there at 6:30. That night I wore yellow boots and a yellow and black cowgirl skirt that fit me like a glove. Y'all see it over there? Well, I picked us at a table right in front of the bandstand, and we've been sitting there about 15 minutes when all of a sudden I see this girl come in across the way, and she just kind of looked at everything. She looked at the walls, and she looked at the ceiling. She looked at the bandstand. Well, then something in my mind went ding, 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 ding. So I punched my boyfriend and said, "Hey, do you know who that is? That is Miss Patsy Cline." "Now, Louise, don't go making a fool out of yourself." "Hey, a fool I am and a fool I always shall be." So I walked right on over to her and said, "Excuse me, Miss Cline." "Yes?" "Oh, my name's Louise, and I just want you to know how fond I am of your music. Why, I have I Fall to Pieces played every day on the radio for me, and I was just wondering, could you just stop by this table I'm at and say hello?" "Well, now, why don't I just come on over and sit with y'all?" Oh, my God, Lord, take me now. Well, Patsy came over, sat down, and ordered a Schlitz. Why, in no time we was talking like 2 gal pals and known each other our whole lives. She looked around and said, "Well, this is a damn big place, isn't it?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, and it's going to be jam-packed pretty soon." I called her ma'am because she was a big star. Well, then she asked me if I could do a favor and stand up there on the stage with her by the drum and make sure we didn't rush her. I said, "Oh, why, yes, ma'am, I could surely do that." Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce my band to you. Here on the piano, we got Joe Bob. Right here on the pedal steel, we got Jim Bob. Playing that guitar is Billy Bob. Here on the drums is Bob Bob. That's right, Bob Bob. He's so nice, his mama named him twice. Oh, and he's my new manager, Louise. Take a bow, Louise. Sweet dreams the whole night through. Instead I'm having sweet dreams about you. Well, Patsy blew the roof off that honky-tonk. People were stomping and hollering for more. She signed autographs and a lot of her fans took pictures, including my boyfriend. Louise, honey, I've got to go. I've got to catch a plane to Dallas tomorrow. Patsy, you ain't never going to find a taxi out here this time of night. We'll take you. But first, we go to my house for some bacon and eggs. I'll tell you, Patsy came right into my house and brought my frying pan and started frying those eggs as big as y'all please. Oh, we was just laughing and chattering away. Why, it was like finding the sister I never had. We talked about love's lost, love's found, husband and children problems, heartbreaks. Hell, we sounded like two people writing country songs. Well then, Patsy told me about her marriage and she said she and Charlie weren't getting along too well. And I knew only too well how crazy she must be feeling. Oh, I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. And then finally Patsy had to say goodbye. Louise, honey, I want your address because I don't want us to ever lose touch. And Patsy walked up the steps to that plane, turned, waved a big goodbye. Bye, Patsy. In less than 2 weeks, I received the first in a long series of letters from Miss Patsy Cline herself. I received my first letter May 29th of 1961, and I want to read it to y'all. Dear Louise, hope this finds you well and things are going great. As for me, hell is still popping over here. Don't know how much longer I can stand this way of living. Now for the real big news. My record sold 10,000 in Detroit last week. And I'm getting things ready for the Dick Clark show. Don't know the day yet, but I'll let y'all know soon. Guess I better get to a close. I still want y'all to come down and see me at the opera, so write soon, Louise. Love always, Patsy Cline. One morning, about 2 years later, I was driving to work waiting for the radio to play me my Patsy Cline when I don't hear Patsy. Instead, they come on the radio to say that Patsy had been killed in an airplane crash. Patsy was 30 years old. That night I turned to a live broadcast of the Grand Ole Opry. Why can't I forget you and start my life anew? Instead I'm having sweet dreams about you. Sweet dreams, gal. Sweet dreams.